Good morning. It's a beautiful but early day for a run. Here I am on the road towards Tyrone. So the roots of my well-being are, at least for the last 3 years or so, in running. The roots of my health. Now the last month and a half, 2 months, I've been putting on some muscle, not following a diet. I gained a total of 2 pounds, which actually is really not bad. Not following a diet at all, eating to taste and satiation. I think that's the word. So ultimately, I feel good about that. I put on a lot of muscle. I put on a lot of weight on my deadlift, my bench press, also some squatting and some overhead pressing as well. Now it's time to get back onto a regular diet, calorie counting, and more running as I work into this fall 5K schedule. This is the first of these races. Hopefully, God willing, I'm able to do a few of them through the fall, through December, right? We'll see. I have arrived. I'm nice and early. Got about an hour before the start. That gives me time to put on my race number, stretch out, do a little warm up. So the Adam Zook 5K helps to fund suicide prevention in the Tyrone area schools, as well as some scholarships. So really important event. So one of the nice things about running is that not only do you get to challenge yourself and keep yourself physically fit, but you get to support such great local causes. And definitely Tyrone is part of my little neighborhood, even though it's the opposite direction of where I work from where I live. It's probably about halfway between where I currently live and where I grew up in Patton, Pennsylvania. So it's almost like returning home, at least halfway home a little bit. Oh well. There's also a 9.88 mile event. I haven't done that yet. I'm happy with the 5K because training wise, I'm happy to be doing some 5Ks in the fall. Some speed. I ran a fartlek last night. I know it's not the best thing to do is run the night before and not run that week, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Any of us doing training and having work and dealing with allergies and anything else, family stuff, you know, getting your son to Cub Scouts or gymnastics or whatever, right? We all have to deal with lots of busyness in our lives. And if you're making it happen, that's great for you. Make it happen. It's not about winning. It's not about losing. It's just about making yourself better through the thing we all can do, running. Look at those sunflowers. What a beautiful garden. Couple race strides. Get this whole bug moving.
But you chose to wake up and you chose to be here. And I'm so grateful from the bottom of my heart for that. You could have easily slept in, you could be somewhere comfortable right now, but you said, I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna come, I'm gonna walk, or I'm gonna run, or maybe I'm just coming for the basket raffle, but I'm gonna show up this morning. And I appreciate you all for doing that. So I had a thought, and I said it a couple weeks ago on one of my posts, and I think it's very true. A lot of times people come to Tyrone for hoagies and pizza, right? Because we have great food here. People love hoagies and pizza. It's so good here. But this morning, I believe people came for hope and purpose, not just hoagies and pizza. And we're going to show that together today, and I'm really excited to kick that off with you all. I want to share a story about Adam this morning, as I do usually every year. So, growing up, when we'd be with my dad, we would go on vacation. We would visit my aunt and uncle, my Aunt Jody and Uncle John. We would go to their house. And the one year they had a camper in their yard, and Adam and I, we were messing around on the bunk beds. We were jumping around and everything. Of course, he was on the top bunk because he was always ready to move, and he was really energetic and everything. And then all of a sudden, boom, he fell from the top bunk, and everyone gasped. And they're like, you know, everyone's heart just stopped, right? And immediately, in less than a second, he popped back up. He said, I'm okay. And everyone's like, he's okay? What's going on right now? And he just went on, he kept playing, and he just went on about his day. He was so spry, and he was so energetic, nothing would stop him. I want to use that story today to share something on the opposite end of that. If you're here this morning, I want you to know that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay if you are struggling. It's okay if you do fall down. It's okay if you do get hurt. It's okay if you do have trauma. I believe you can turn your trauma into triumph. I believe you can stand next to people that care about you and build each other up together for greater good. If you can look to your left and to your right, you can see many people around you. People that have came from Tyrone, people that have came from different counties, people that have came from even different states, people that have all came to the 814 to Tyrone, PA, to Reservoir Park this morning to show that hope is here. And that is our theme. That's why I said about the hoagies and pizza. We're giving people hope and purpose this morning throughout all that we do. And I want to show that to the greatest of my ability. I was on Studio 814 yesterday with Morgan Coziar, and I was talking about the whiteout, and there's the whiteout conditions tonight in State College, and I'm pretty excited for that. And I know we have the tropical storm rolling in, but I said there's something else on the forecast today, and it's hope. And hope is here this morning, and I believe we're going to feel that as we move this morning. Because we're not just moving at a slow pace, and if we do, that's okay. But we're moving together, because every single person here matters, and I want you to believe that, and I want to see that today. So there's quite a few other things I want to mention here. So I know we have our 988 run that we added this year. We're really excited about that. 988, that's in reference to the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. So last year I made an announcement. I said, we have a big surprise for next year. We're going to add a 15K. And then I remember in the spring of this year during our Gold Rush race, which I volunteered for, I woke up and I said, wonder how long a 15K is. And this is like a 5 a.m. thought. And I'm like, okay, it's roughly 9.3 miles. Wait a second, 988 is the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. What if we made an additional half mile? And I brought it up to our committee, and they're like, Hayden, if they're running that far, what's another half mile? I'll let everyone else answer to that today once you're trying that.
Here comes the rain.
Boy, you got held back. You'll be on your picture.
Looks like I'm going around my normal 10K pace. But feeling like 5K effort in the rain. It's nice cool weather anyway. Not bad. Good day to get wet for a half hour plus. This is slight downhills. There's a steep uphill on the right here. Doing my best. We'll go track, and we'll get down and back up by the high school. It's a great race. Lots of volunteers. Going out by the schools and around and back up the hill. As you push yourself in that 5K effort, you get into that second and third mile and you wonder, do my legs have any more? Do my lungs? Does my soul? And this is where you have to find something. You're not just gonna quit or walk it in.